Topping today's news, chaos erupts at the Golden Isles advance poll Monday evening. The government officials continue to defend the integrity of the Bahamian passport, and a man shot and killed in a police-involved shooting in the Camp Road community this morning. This is your JCN Evening News. I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. Shortly before 10 a.m. this morning, police reported that they were on the scene of a police-involved shooting on Cooper's Terrace off Camp Road that resulted in the death of a male who reportedly engaged police with a firearm after officers attempted to conduct a search of his rental vehicle. This incident took place just 2 blocks away from the triple shooting on Sunday night. Police investigations continue. We'll have more details in a later report. The advance poll for the Golden Isles by-election is now over, with approximately 250 of the nearly 300 eligible voters taking part. But there was some chaos at the start and at the end of the process. As the polls opened, COI leader Lincoln Bain vocally raised concerns about overpowering music by the Free National Movement supporters being too close to the voting center, a violation of the rules, he says. That was eventually addressed, but at the end of the night, F&M supporters prevented a police vehicle carrying the ballot boxes to leave the voting center, reportedly en route to the police headquarters. According to the F&M, this is not what was agreed to prior. Attorney for the Free National Movement, Khalil Parker, explains in detail what raised their concerns.
This evening took a turn because certain agreements that were made with the Parliamentary Registry in the handling of the closing process. You would see that there were certain things that we agreed with respect to the packaging of the votes, with respect to the destination of the votes, and with respect to the escort of the votes. You would have seen that there was an attempt to take the ballot box out in a vehicle that was not agreed by the parties. We had agreed that in accordance with usual practice, the ballot box would be accompanied by representatives of the candidates in a larger bus. That eventually happened, but we had to intervene, as you saw, to make that the case. Furthermore, earlier there was a discrepancy. We had agreed that the ballots would be stored at the vault at the Parliamentary Registry Department, but then we got mixed reviews all day, or mixed commentary all day, suggesting that it was going elsewhere. We had to sort that out, and we had agreed that the ballots would be sealed inside the box, which would be maintained with the Parliamentary Registry Department, and would only be opened, the box itself would only be opened on election day at the relevant poll where the advance poll would be deposited. So those are the things that caused the delay and the disturbance this evening.
In addition to accusing supporters of the PLP of harassing voters while they went into the polls, Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard blamed the cause for the ruckus last night on the actions of the returning officer.
We recognize authorities are going to listen. We had an opportunity to avoid all of this, and we encouraged the returning officer not to make a horrible decision that may have ended with someone being injured or worse. He decided not to. They decided not to. And so again, I want everyone who participated today to know that when you stand up, governments will do the right thing. And we must continue to stand up. We are concerned that the returning officer, who has previously been a campaign general of the Prime Minister, may not be the most appropriate. No, he is not the most appropriate person to be the returning officer. We should make sure that not only is the election fair, it is seen to be fair. And we are concerned now that again, there are too many conflicts of interest involved in the presiding over this election, and we will not stand for it.
Mr. Pintard also said they want to inspect the vault where the ballots would be kept. The PLP responded in a statement, and said that all parties agreed to the protocols following the closing of the advance poll. They added that voters were calm and orderly, and that the returning officer acted with full professionalism, adding that there was no interference, no pressure, no disruption, and that only sources of confusion came from the Free National Movement. The PLP said at the end of the day, their position in Golden Isles was strengthened as they remained focused on delivering more results for that constituency. After Monday's events at the advance poll for the Golden Isles by-election, F&M Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands held a press conference on the steps of the department this morning, where he addressed concerns surrounding the events that took place the evening prior. and trust, transparency in democracy was his main concern.
Today, I want to speak to you about something that's bigger than politics. It's about trust. It's about democracy. And it's about protecting the right of every Bahamian to choose their government freely and fairly. As a party, the Free National Movement has always believed in clean elections, transparent processes, and respect for the rule of law. Our democracy only works when the people can have full confidence that every vote is treated with care, integrity, and fairness from the moment it is cast until the moment that it is counted.
The FNM is suggesting some of the procedures that represent fairness were not followed by the Parliamentary Registration Department. Meanwhile, like the PLP, Sands says they believe the activities from last night strengthens the FNM's position in the Golden Isles constituency.
Now, yesterday's advance poll was a good day for the Free National Movement. We saw tremendous energy, a strong turnout, and overwhelming support for our candidate in Golden Isles, Mr. Brian Brown. And we are confident heading into Election Day on Monday, November 24th. The momentum is real. The people are ready. And Golden Isles is speaking loudly and clearly. But nights like last night remind us why election integrity matters. You will hear from our party attorney, Khalil Parker, about the concerns we raised and the steps that we took to ensure that the proper procedures were followed. And so I remind you, Golden Isles, that you have the power. To all Bahamians, you have the power. On Election Day, get out and vote.
Finally, in this segment, after chaos again erupted at the advance poll for the Golden Isles by-election on Monday evening, after both opposition parties accused the Parliamentary Registration Department of not following the agreed-upon protocols in relation to the handling of the ballot boxes, and a subsequent press conference in front of his office by FNM Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands this morning, Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson shared what he described as the facts regarding the incident on Monday evening.
The voting process proceeded smoothly without disruption inside the polling station. Procedures were followed exactly as prescribed by law. Every ballot was issued, recorded, and secured in the presence of all authorized agents. Every envelope and every package was signed by the agents themselves. Nothing was moved or sealed without their full view or participation. It is also important to restate the structure of our electoral administration, because clarity helps prevent the kind of confusion we witness afterward.
Mr. Thompson, who was speaking during a press conference hours after the FNM's press conference, stated that the occurrence last night was preventable and deeply regrettable. Presiding officer Montez Williams for the advance polling assured that all protocols were followed and that the ballots were more than secure. Officials maintain that the advance poll was conducted fully by the book and that every sealed ballot and envelope was handled in clear view of the party's agents. They say the confrontation outside was unnecessary and did nothing to change the integrity of the process. The department says it will continue to provide factual updates as the Golden Isles by-elections move forward with the main vote on Monday, November 24th. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.